hits as they knocked out the Fightin' Phils 10-1. The Miami Marlins put up 16 hits on the day as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 6-5. The Rockies got a road win against Arizona 4-3. Buster Posey dominated at the dish with 2 long balls and 6 RBIs as the Giants defeated their rival Dodgers 8-2. The Brewers grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 6-2. The Blue Jays launched 3 home runs as they defeated the visiting Yankees 6-4. The Tampa Bay Rays combined for a 4-hitter as they beat the visiting Red Sox 1-0. The A's grabbed 13 hits in the game as they destroyed the Angels 12-1. The Rangers pounded out 17 hits in this one as they got the home victory against the Astros 11-4. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.
From the new home of the Atlanta Braves, MLB Network welcomes you to SunTrust Park. Game number 3 of this new season between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. 2 great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Brandon McCarthy, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
You know, Brandon McCarthy has battled through some injuries throughout his career, and when he's healthy, he's one of the better pitchers in the game of baseball. Big, tall, lanky guy, 6'7", about 210 pounds. Good fastball, not a great fastball. Has some sinking action. If Brandon McCarthy is on, you'll know he'll be getting a lot of ground balls early on in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty V, they've come out guns a-blazing so far in this series. Won the first 2 games of this series in blowout fashion. Nothing they'd like more than to win Game 3 of this series and continue their hot winning ways.
Yeah, Dan, there's been a fight at the bat rack. They've really come alive on the offensive side and look to continue that today.
It looked like he had a great jump on the ball. Was going to bring it in, no problem, but something happened as he approached the foul line, and it went right by him. It wasn't a routine play, but he'll tell you he should have had it.
Up next will be Nick Williams, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. McCarthy has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control 0-2.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Freeman over to his left. And that's the first out of the inning. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, this is going to be a fun lineup for me to watch. I get fired up watching these guys because they all have a plan. It works for them. They follow the scouting reports. They grind it out in the video room. I'm interested to see what they've come up with.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And a relay home. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. No balls and a strike to count. Hernandez, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Hoskins behind to count 0-2.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. 1 run is not going to kill you.
A shot down the first baseline. Culberson on to Freeman, and they turn the double play to end the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Phillies 1 and the Braves coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Drew Hutchison, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Now at the plate, Lane Adams. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Lane Adams.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes this the other way to right, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Dero, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
Stepping in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sent on the ground out to second. And that's the second out.
Batting third, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Freddie Freeman. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. The tying run is in to score from second. It's 1-1.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your two boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
Here's Peter Borges standing in. A step on second for the force, and that'll do it. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. We'll move on to the second now at SunTrust Park, all tied at 1-1. So next to the plate for the Phils, Carlos Santana, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. First delivery to him on the way. Right over the middle, knee high. Behind 0-2 now.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Culberson is there. He's got it 1 away.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. Hey, let's focus on Freddie Freeman, first baseman for the Atlanta Braves. He plays one of the most reliable first basemen in the game, makes the routine play. Not only that, he can pick and grin, saving his infielders some serious errors.
Now at the plate, Michael Franco. His lifetime numbers against McCarthy. He's 2 for 3. First offering on its way. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at his sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Batting 7, Catcher.
At the plate, Jorge Alfaro. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but as a hitter, that's all you look for. I'll give you a little bit off the outside edge if you're going to be consistent with it.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We'll go to the bottom of the second, tied 1 apiece. Now at the plate, Charlie Culberson set to lead off the home half of the second.
Charlie Culberson.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit down the third baseline. On the backhand, he knocks it down. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Batting 7, third baseman, Johan.
Striding in, Johan Camargo, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch on its way. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Williams is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
So a runner on first with one out now, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki. He's set. Here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is Herrera. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Brandon McCarthy.
So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Brandon McCarthy. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line to the right side. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with two away.
Boy, D-Roy, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with two outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit eighth in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
In now, Lane Adams. He swings and grounds it to short. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Smoked on the ground left side. And that's through for a hit. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Hey, right here, anytime a leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of one.
Into the box, Drew Hutchison. And the pitcher is, in fact, bunting here as he puts this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He doubled to open up the ball game. A sinker over the outside corner for strike two. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Hit on the ground out to short. Culberson is up with it. On to Freeman at first, and there are two away now.
The right fielder, number 5, Nick.
Digging in to try it again, Nick Williams. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Crawford at second with 2 down. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Ready with the 1-1. A breaking ball over the outside corner for strike 2.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. One left for Philadelphia. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. First pitch of the at-bat. Lined hard toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Line towards center field. Herrera is there, 2 gone.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Stepping in now, Nick Markakis. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air out to left field. Hoskins waits on it, and the inning is over. Braves retired on just 4 pitches. Through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece. Striding in once again, Cesar Hernandez. As we begin the top of the 4th.
Second baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A little bouncer, but it's foul, strike 1. Now here's the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. Popped him up. And there's the first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And you can see that both guys are well into the 90s, 95 on one hand and just 2 miles an hour slower on the other. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rhys Hoskins. Here comes the first pitch. Rounded down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Way in front of that fastball.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
And he fouls this one off. One run, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
The batter, first baseman, Carlos.
Ready for another chance, Carlos Santana. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First offering on its way. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. A 1 pitch on its way. Hit hard, but right into the shift. Albies scoops it up. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order. On to the bottom of the fourth, tied 1-1. Digging in, Peter Borges. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Left fielder, Peter Borges.
First pitch coming, here it is. Tough slider there as he grounds it foul. The 0-1. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the fourth.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Standing in, Charlie Culberson. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Slider's in for a strike.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
One there, on to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
The batter, third baseman, Johan Camargo.
So striding in, Johan Camargo. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Liner towards second. And this will get over his glove as he couldn't quite get up all the way. It's a base hit.
The catcher, number 24, Kurt Suzuki.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Kurt Suzuki. First pitch of the at-bat. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat hit started.
Standing in now, Brandon McCarthy as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. And a diving effort, but he can't make the play in right. Suzuki blows through the stop sign, headed for home. He'll score easily as they extend their lead to 3.
Good hitting is contagious. We all know that. He saw his buddies get some good swings earlier in the inning, and he does just the same. Driving in, 2 more here. The guy in the bump has got to find a way to get some outs, or he's going to be gone in a hurry.
In now, Lane Adams. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. No hits to this point. On its way, the 0-1 pitch is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. But that'll be off the wall in right center. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI two-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall.
Man, that's got to be a base-running mistake right there. But taking a look at it, I guess, in his defense, he had to wait to see if the ball was going to be caught. By the time he saw it get down, the ball was already on its way back to the infield.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with a bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
First pitch on its way. There's a strike. Now a flare out to left center. Coming in is Hoskins, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And the runner from second is in to score. It's now 7-1.
The batter, left fielder, Peter Borges.
Here's Peter Borges standing in. This, of course, his second appearance in the inning as they've now batted around. Here comes the first pitch. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Freeman over at second. Marcotte at first, one gone. Chopped weakly to the left. Gonna be a tough play to second for one, and nearly a double play. It was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue.
The shortstop, Charlie.
Digging in once again, Charlie Culberson. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes this the other way to right. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Hey, Dero, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
Here's the Philadelphia manager on his way out to the mound now. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. Probably wishes he could have gone a little longer, but the move's already been made, and he's off to the showers. Victor Arano answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. And the next in is Johan Camargo as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit as 7 men come across to score. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Braves 8 and the Phillies 1. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Micah Franco gets set to start out the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Wind up and the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Fouled off. Here comes another 0-2. And he got him.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And it's grounded foul. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. On a big curveball is in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. This will go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Hit out towards second. Albies picks it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Ready for another shot now. Kurt Suzuki. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance.
Kurt Suzuki.
From the stretch. Hard hit ball to second. Hernandez loves it. Throw to first is in time for the first out. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Brandon McCarthy, 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sliders in for a strike. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. Eight runs on 12 hits and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. Another 0-2 home. Now a flare out toward right center. Coming in is Williams. He can't get there as it falls in.
he came to play today. Not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Into the box, Lane Adams. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Hoskins waits on it. 2 down.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
So digging in now, Ozzie Albies. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Tough slider down low for a strike.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Swing and a ball line softly down the right field line, but foul. The 0-2 once more. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. He's got to hurry. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Braves strand 1. And it remains an 8-1 ball game. Aaron Altair will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 23, Aaron Altair.
You like the Braves?
Here's the 0-1 pitch. A ball and a strike. Altair, a 27-year-old. He was a 9th-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Down the third baseline. And there's his first base hit in this one. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Up next will be Nick Williams, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Comes set with the 0-1. Chopper foul. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Very weakly on the ground. Herrera leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. chopped at the plate. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. Hit out towards second. Albie brings it in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Braves lead this one 8-1. Adam Morgan gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far.
Freddie Freeman.
First delivery to him on the way. Pulled toward right center field. Herrera on the run. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 22, Nick Markakis.
Digging in and looking for more, Nick Markakis. He singled and drove home 2 his last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a first pitch chop foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Line toward right center. And Markakis has got himself a base hit.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Standing in now, Peter Borges, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Hoskins waits on it. 2 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Charlie Culberson.
Ready for another shot now, Charlie Culberson. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Ranging back is Herrera, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first.
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. Braves pick up a run on the RBI double. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. It's the Braves 9 and the Phillies 1. Back here at SunTrust Park, this one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, it's really hard to pitch a gem, and what helps? This guy's first pitch strike percentage, how about 100%? Can't get any better than that.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. Now the pitch. And it's fouled away. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Gone to lead off the inning. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. First home run of the campaign for him, but they still face a 7-run deficit.
And we'll employ the use of our show track technology to get a better idea of that home run. And you see it there, 111 miles an hour off the bat. He certainly squared that one up well.
Here's Carlos Santana now. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A bouncer to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
Michael Franco.
Ready once again, Michael Franco. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Back up the middle. Culberson ranges to his left. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Jorge Alfaro. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Now here's the pitch. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Looking to send him packing again. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Braves 9 and the Phillies 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kurt Suzuki. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swinging bunt up the third baseline. And that's the first out.
Now batting, The pitcher, Brandon McCarthy.
Digging in once again, Brandon McCarthy. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Here comes the first pitch. Into center field, line drive, base hit. So the lineup card turns over with one away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
Now batting, center fielder, Lane Adams.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Lane Adams. The head-to-head with Adam Morgan. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Has a look, now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Hoskins will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Striding in once again, Ozzie Albies. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First offering on its way. High in the air out to center field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 2 left for Atlanta, but they hold a 9-2 lead. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He'll start us off in the 8th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Miguel Sokolovich will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Freeman over to his right. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. The Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was great all night long. Scott Kingery will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Kingery.
Cold strike at the letters, 0-1. One out, nobody on. The next 0-2 is a fastball that misses.
Good pitch, and I think he locked him up, but he wasn't rewarded for it this time.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. popped him up. Camargo has a play. And he brings it in on the warning track.
Now batting.
With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the two starting pitchers in the game. And the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Odubel Herrera. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled off. Two out, nobody on. Drilled to the left side. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-Roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
Up next will be Nick Williams. Strike one to start the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone. But something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Phillies strand one. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. Tommy Hunter enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Tommy Hunter.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now.
Number 22, Nick Markakis.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line towards center field. But this will hang up a bit too long as it's taken in chest high for the first out. Some good pitching, some good hitting. It all adds up to a 9-2 ball game as you get a look there at the inning by inning recap of our game to this point. Here's Peter Borges standing in. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch of the at-bat. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Into the box now, Charlie Culberson. But this is speared by the first baseman, and they will apply the tag between first and second. It's a double play, and just like that, the side is retired. We've played 8 full. It's the Braves 9 and the Phillies 2. Back here in the Atlanta metro area on MLB Network, set to go in the 9th from SunTrust Park. Digging in to try it again, Cesar Hernandez. Starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Preston Tucker is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at right.
Field, number 20, Preston Tucker.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And, hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike one, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Fouled away. Ready with another 0-2. Popped him up. Marcotte in foul ground. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. The next 0-2. He spoils another one and will do it again. The next 0-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
7 foul balls in a row. Okay, come on now. This is getting a little ridiculous. Don't be shocked if the pitcher throws the rosin bag at this one.
This is in the air to left. And therefore it is Marcotte, and that's your first out.
Now batting,
a reminder to stick around after the ball game ends tonight. We'll have full highlights from this evening's contest right here on the show. Ready for another chance? Rhys Hoskins. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
And, hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
We just play.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. Heater gets turned around.
So now Carlos Santana, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. 1-1. Seared down the first baseline. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Hoskins leads off first with 1 away. And now a slider in there for a called third strike. And there are 2 gone now.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location. So a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Maikel Franco. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Suzuki moving to his left, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
And if you're looking for when this game was decided, that's pretty easy. It was the big 4th inning. That was the big turning point, and they made it stand up the rest of the way.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. Atlanta took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Brandon McCarthy gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Drew Hutchison slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
the final line score for our ball game tonight. for the victorious Atlanta Braves. 9 runs on 18 hits. 1 error.
Welcome, everyone. A very happy Easter to you from all of us here at Inside the Show. Let's recap how Saturday's games played out. Looking first at the NL East, the Atlanta Braves brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 9-2. The Cubs combined for 10 hits as a team as they manhandled the Marlins 6-0. The New York Mets combined to allow only 4 hits as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 5-1. The Washington Nationals amassed 14 hits in the game as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 6-5. The Diamondbacks knocked out 10 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Rockies 6-1. The Dodgers picked up 14 hits in total as they defeated the visiting Giants 6-4. The Milwaukee Brewers grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 3-1. Mookie Betts was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits, helping lead the Red Sox to a win over the Rays 11-4. The Blue Jays had 12 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Yankees 4-1. The Baltimore Orioles sent 3 balls into the seats as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 9-8. The Detroit Tigers sank the visiting Buccos 5-4. The Kansas City Royals pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 2-0. The Angels totaled 11 hits as they defeated the A's in Oakland 11-2. The Mariners combined for a 4-hitter as they bested the visiting Indians 4-3. Have a very happy Easter, everyone.